till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back.
Remuneration option is set tough. Remuneration option is set tough.
3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pull out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Lost my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, yard dash, honey, yard. Dash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey yard dash, honey yard dash, honey yard dash, honey yard dash, honey yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low key. I can carve up the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey yard dash. Honey yard dash. Honey yard dash. Honey yard dash. Honey yard dash.
Coach, the city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Waiting. Mike 5-4. Go.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and that'll bring up second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Switch. Go.
Here's Miles Sanders, the rookie second rounder from Penn State. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Shotgun now for Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Check 53. Check 53. Block. 3 bud. Watch the safety creep. Hey, switch gears.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And he's taken down inside the 30. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. On first down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Carson. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it? That point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 2-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen.
In his own end zone, it's Wentz. And they've got it very deep in enemy territory. It's inside the 5 at the 3-yard line, 1st and goal. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run and everyone else stays ready, and they were, and they picked that one off.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close, sneaking.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise, as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games?
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try to pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Flush to his right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 more on that one, and another first down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On 2nd down, it's Carson. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. David Moore His third touchdown now on the year. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Here we go, Pac-Man. Waiting.
56. Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
Wentz. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now Wilson to the right side and complete to Metcalf. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker.
Under 10. 14. Run it.
They run it with Carson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. It's caught, block it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Now Wilson on 1st down. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
Watch twist.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Single receiver. Check 3. Get that ball.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And Jennings has it. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. Wilson now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Clement. Now Clement fumbles the football, but I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded inside the 5. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Seattle. 55 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Draw play. This is Carson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Now it's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. On second down, it's Carson. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
The Seahawks on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. They're looking at a third and goal here. Here's Wilson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on fourth and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Here's Wilson to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougald. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Don't throw this way.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Check 26, check 26.
On second down, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Again on second and 10, it's Wilson being chased out left. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the gun on third down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now it's the backup Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. But he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Wilson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. This is Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks, oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
No good on the fake extra point. Michael Dixon sets the kickoff.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Wentz. Left side here to Sanders. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Flush to his right, and that is incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. That's caught left side, Arcega-Whiteside. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Here we go.
On 1st down, Wilson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Wilson operating from the gun. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
14. set a tone.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Go 14.
Check it out.
On second down now, it's Carson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. Here's Wilson from the gun on third down. And this is caught on the left side, Jerron Brown. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now here's Michael Dixon. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Aguilar has it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 22. Wentz now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Wentz going to throw. Over the middle, complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Wentz to throw again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Brad McDougal.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check back. Check back.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing now is Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Again, it's Wentz. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Second and 10 now. Wilson out to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball. And now they face a third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Sproles, the return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your...
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Wentz. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. Let's go! At their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now Wilson dancing to his left. And his throw is incomplete. They were looking Jennings' way again, and it's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Wilson, after the play fake to Carson, rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will.
Boom! Yeah, baby!
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
53's mine. Check.
Here we go on fourth. Smith. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive? He'll take a shot for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his sixth touchdown of the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now Myers for the extra point. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. And it's caught. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on two more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
So first and 10 now from the 30. To throw, it's Wentz. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, but it's going to be second down. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here we go.
Wentz again here on second and 10. Forced out to his left. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. 20, 10, and somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They run again with Carson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 more there and another first down. They'll run on first down. Carson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Wilson wants to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. As he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Penny, a first down carry, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Touch 50, touch 50.
On 2nd and 15 now. Wilson eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the right hash, this from 48. And his kick here is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play